Hi everybody. During this lockdown, my garden was looking decidedly colourless. I decided to help myself and make some flowers with pop bottles. They've been so well received by my friends, they've actually been asking how they're made. So I thought I'd do a short tutorial and show you what I did. Firstly, I'll show you the results. Here are the items you'll need. First thing is an empty pop bottle. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm using a 2 litre one. Any size will do, depending on which size flower you want. Pliers, wire cutters, garden wire. Mine's actually coated, but any thickness will do. Scissors, button, paint. You can use gloss paint or acrylic paint. Some glue. If you haven't got a glue gun, super glue will work. A candle or Tweety light, a couple of paint brushes, and a button. Ideally these should be varnished after painting, but if you use acrylic paint or gloss paint, they will actually survive most of the summer. Right, the first stage is take your bottle, and there's a thin line at the bottom of the bottle. Cut into it. And cut around this line. Wash and dry your base and then drill a hole. This is one I've cut up earlier. The hole only needs to be big enough for the wire to go through. Take your base and cut up between the segments as far as you can go. This forms a petal shaping. Some bottles have 5, most bottles have 5, some bottles have 6 or 7 bottles. These ones I found are the better ones. So now you've got sections that are divided off like this. Take your candle or tea light and carefully hold the plastic over the bottle to get the light. As you can see, it melts it. It forms a shape. Some will go in, some will go out. Just mould each one slightly. That's the shape of your flower. I say some will vary, some will come in, some will go out. Oh. Now for the painting. What I'll do is my main colour will go on the outside and my highlight colour will go on the inside. I'm going to use the yellow for the highlight on the inside and orange for the outside. Take a small brush, dip it in your paint and just brush it into the centre. So it just looks like that. Go around all the petals in the middle. Giving it a bit of a flick out so it just looks a bit natural. That's my other side. And taking a bigger brush, brush the outside. I'm using acrylic paint. I prefer this because it gives more a thinner coating, so you don't actually have a translucent petal. I'll just paint it over until it's completed. You'll see once it's finished. If you look inside, it has like a translucent effect. Using a normal paintbrush. I've not tried using emulsion, but I'd imagine that if you use a satin or a silk, it would actually dry quite well. The same sort of effect. If you haven't got acrylic paints, can't get any. If you're using spray paints, please make sure you use it outdoors and keep the area ventilated, as it can be really smelly. Okay, so now that's my flower completed. I'm just going to leave it there and let it dry. Hi again. Paint's now dry. So the next stage is the last stage, is putting the stem and the centre together. So we need to cut a length of the wire, depending how big you want your stem to be. And the top of the wire needs to be bent over in a small circle and folded at 45 degrees. Then we take the glue gun and thread the wire through the centre of the hole. Glue this little plastic piece down inside, the wire down inside. Should take 2 seconds to dry. Add another large blob of glue in the middle, and then place your button on the top. And voila, we've now got one completed flower. What I was doing then was when I made half a dozen or so, 2 or 3 at the same time, I then put them into a bunch like this, and then wind the wires together. You can then position the flowers as you want and place in the ground or in your pots, depending on your choice. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this being made. As you can see, it's not a complicated business, just takes a bit of time consuming, and a few items that you might not actually have in the house, but you might need to get. Any questions you've got for me, please post them on the site, and I'll be glad to try and help. Okay, thank you, bye. Hope you enjoy making your own.